What is the Pythagorean theorem? It simply says that the sum of the squares of the two sides equals to the square of the hypotenuse, or the famous a squared plus b squared equals c squared. This is called Pythagorean theorem. Of course, named after the great Greek mathematician Pythagoras. Hello everyone, welcome to the fourth episode of our math progression series. Today we're going to be solving basic geometrical problems related to areas of triangles, trapezoids, parallelograms. So I apologize in the beginning if my voice is a little bit off today, but I had a seasonal flu in the past couple of days, so I'm still recovering from that, but I feel better today and I don't want to be too much behind schedule, so let's just play a game today, okay? Alright. So a rectangle has sides 8 centimeters and 7 centimeters. What is the area in square centimeters? I'll give you 5 seconds, think about it and indicate the answer. Okay? Well, this one is pretty easy, isn't it? It's 56, right? The area of a rectangle is side times the other side, 8 times b, which in this case is 7 times 8, which is 56. Let's go to the next one. The sides of a triangle are 530 centimeters, 482 centimeters and 472 centimeters. What is the perimeter in meters? Think about it. 5 seconds. Pause the video if you need to calculate it and tell me the answer. Okay, did you find A? A is correct. If you sum up the digits, you'll get to 1484 centimeters, but as you know, one meter has 100 centimeters, so you have to divide by 100 and you get to 14.84. Okay. Okay, the perimeter of a rhombus is 136.8 centimeters. What is its side in centimeters? 5 seconds and tell me the answer. Did you find C? As you know, the rhombus has all 4 sides of equal length. So if the perimeter is 136.8, to find the side you just divide it by 4. Okay, so the answer is 34.2. The area of a square with perimeter 24 is equal to the area of a right triangle with side 9. What is the length of the other side of the triangle in centimeters? Think about it. 5 seconds and tell me the answer. Did you find B? 8? 8 is correct. Let's see what. Perimeter of the square is 24. As you know, the square has 4 equal sides like the rhombus, so in order to find the side we divide it by 4, so this equals to 4a. A equals to 24 divided by 4, which is 6 centimeters. The area of the square is a squared, so this is 6 squared, which is 36 centimeters squared, right? Then the area of a right triangle is side by side divided by 2. Okay, so 8, let's indicate it with, actually, you know what, let's indicate it with B and C, not to have the same letter. So the way I'll construct my triangle would be like this: B, C, and D. I just don't want to have A, the same letter, right? So the area would be then B times C over 2, and one of the sides, let's say the side B, would be 9 according to our problem. So this will equal to 36, so we have 9 times C over 2 equals 36. C equals 36 times 2 over 9. If I reduce 36 with 9, I get 4. 4 times 2 is 8 centimeters. And that's the answer. The area of a right trapezoid is 288 square centimeters and its bases are 17.1 and 14.9. What is the height of the trapezoid? Think about it and give me the answer. Okay, well, to be honest, I don't remember it. So let's just calculate it before giving the answer, okay? The area of the right trapezoid is 288. So let's denote the larger base by A, which is 17.1, and the smaller base by B, 14.9. This is how you draw a right trapezoid: A, B, C, D. This is A, this is B, and this is H. This is the height, okay? So if you remember, the area was the sum of the two bases divided by 2 multiplied by the height. A plus B over 2 times H, okay? So this would be equal to 288. So I substitute A and B with their respective values and I get 17.1 plus 14.9 divided by 2 times H equals 288. 17.1 plus 14.9 is 32, right? So let's go to the next page. 32 over 2 times H equals 288. I can reduce this. This is 16. So H is 288 divided by 16. 28 divided by 16 is 1 with a remainder of 12, right? So 128 divided by 16. How many times is 16 entering into 128? It should be 8 times, right? Let's check. 16 times 8 is 8 with a remainder of 4. 8 plus 4, 12. That's correct. So the answer is 18 centimeters. Let's see if that is correct. D. Yes, it's D. Let's go to the next one. A parallelogram has a side of 36 centimeters and height towards that side 12. How many times would the area decrease if the length of the side decreases 4 times and the height decreases by 6 centimeters? Think about it, 5 seconds, and give me the answer. Okay, did you find A? 8 times? Why it's 8 times? Well, because one side decreases 4 times and the height decreases by 6, which means it decreases 2 times. From 12 to 6, it's twice smaller. So if the side is 4 times smaller and the height is 2 times smaller, this means the area, which is side times the height, would be 8 times smaller. Okay, that's it. The perimeter of a rectangle is 24.2 and one of the sides is 6.6. What is the area of the rectangle in square centimeters? Think about it and give me the answer. Okay, again, I don't remember this one. I made this presentation like a week and a half ago, so let's just calculate it. So the perimeter of the rectangle, P of the rectangle, is 24.2 centimeters. One of the sides, let's call it A, 6.6 centimeters. So, as you know, the perimeter is 2 times A plus B, right? This is how the rectangle looks like. This is A, B and B. So, if I substitute, I get to the following equation. 24.2 equals 2 times 6.6 plus B, and I need to find the other side, B. 6.6 plus B equals 24.2 divided by 2, 12.1. So B equals 12.1 minus 6.6, which is what, 5.5, is it? 5.5? Yes. And therefore the area is simply A times B. So area equals A times B. 6.6 times 5.5. And we just need to multiply these two numbers. So let me multiply them real quick. Times 5.5. 5 times 6 is 30. 0 and 3. 6 times 5 is again 30. Carry 3, so 33. And I have the same thing for the other digits. So 0, 3, 3. I sum 0, 3, 6, 3, and I add 2 digits after the decimal point, so it should be 36.3 centimeters squared. Okay. Okay, do we have an answer like that? Yes, it's C, right? Yes. Okay, let's go to the next one. A square with sides 6.8 and a rectangle with length 13.6 have equal areas. What is the perimeter of the rectangle in centimeters? 5 seconds and give me the answer. Okay, let's calculate it. A square with side 6.8 and a rectangle with length 13.6 have equal areas. First we need to find the area of the square. So the area of the square is going to be 6.8 squared, and I need to multiply these numbers. 6.8 times 6.8, 8 times 8 is 64, 4 carries 6, 8 times 6 is 48, plus 6, 54, 6 times 8 is 48, 8 carry 4, 6 times 6 is 36, carry 4, 40, 4, 2 carry 1, 6, 4, 2 digits after the decimal comma. So 46.24. Sorry, I should have shown you the entire thing earlier. Then the rectangle has a length, let's call it A, of 13.6. We need to find the other side. We know that the area is equal, so the area of the rectangle, which is A times B, which is 13.6 times B, equals the area of the square, and that is 46.24, which means B has to be 46.24 divided by 13.6, which, okay, which number, how many times is 13.6 entering into 46.24? We have to think about how to calculate this one. So 46.24 over 13.6. What we can do here is perhaps expand by either 10 or 100 and then reduce. Okay, so let's try to expand by 100. 46241360, and now let's reduce by 4. Okay, so 1156. 13 divided by 4 is 3. Who carry 1, 16 is 4, and the 0. Again, 56 and 40 are both divisible by 4, so that these two numbers meet the criterion of divisibility by 4, which, as you remember, the last two digits have to be divisible by 4. The last, that's regarded as a two-digit number, so we can divide by 4. Eleven divided by 4 is 2, with a remainder of 3. 35 divided by 4 is 8, with a remainder of 3 again. 36 divided by 4 is 9. 34 divided by 4 is 8, with a remainder of 2. 20 divided by 4 is 5. Okay, and now I can see that these numbers are divisible by 17. Okay, so we get to 17 over 5, and 17 over 5 is 3.4. So finally I found the other side of the rectangle, 3.4. So I'm looking for the perimeter of the rectangle, 2 times a plus b. 2 times 3.4 plus what was 13.6. 16, 17, and this is 34 centimeters. Okay, we got to the answer. Let's see if it's correct. 34b. Yes. It's not easy to divide these numbers without calculator, but it's necessary. We have to get used to and feel comfortable with operations with numbers without a calculator, okay? A square with perimeter 24 and a rectangle have equal areas. The length of the rectangle is 9. What is its perimeter? Think about it and give me the answer. Okay, did you find A? Yes. Now this is a much easier problem to solve, right? The length of the side is 24 over 4 is 6. The area of the square is 6 squared, which is 36. This equals the area of the rectangle, and therefore if my rectangle is like this, B and C, and B is 9, 9 times C is 36, C equals to 4, and thus the perimeter of the rectangle is 2 times 9 plus 4, which is 2 times 13, which is 26 centimeters. You can even calculate this mentally without writing it. Let's go to the next one. The area of a right triangle is 24 square centimeters. The perimeter is 24 centimeters and one of the sides is 6. What is the length of the height towards the hypotenuse? Think about it. 5 seconds and give me the answer. Did you find B? 4.8? This is correct. The area is 24. The area of this right triangle is 24 centimeters squared. This is A, this is B, the hypotenuse is C, and let's call this H, the height towards the hypotenuse. So the area is A times B over 2, which is 24. And one of the sides is 6, so let's say A is 6. 6 times B over 2 equals 24. This is 3b equals to 24 divided by 3, which is 8. So after I know the other side, I can find the hypotenuse with the help of the Pythagorean theorem. What is the Pythagorean theorem? It simply says that the sum of the squares of the two sides equals to the square of the hypotenuse, or the famous a squared plus b squared equals c squared. This is called Pythagorean theorem, of course named after the great Greek mathematician Pythagoras. So we find the hypotenuse, c squared equals to a squared plus b squared, 6 squared plus 8 squared, which is 36 plus 64, which is 100. So which number to the power of 2 gives us 100? Well, obviously that is 10. C equals to 10 centimeters. 10 to the power of 2, 10 times 10 equals 100. So now the area of this triangle can also be calculated with C times H over 2. Side times the height towards it over 2. And this is again 24 centimeters squared. So 10 times H over 2 equals 24. H has to equal 24 divided by 5, which is 4.8 centimeters, okay? And that's the answer. A triangle and a square have equal areas. The square has a side of 4.8 and one of the sides of the triangle is 6.4. What is the height of the triangle towards the given side? Think about it and give me the answer. Again, let's just calculate this one. So the square has a side of 4.8. So the area of the square would be 4.8 squared. 4.8 times 4.8. 64, 4 carry 6. 32 plus 6, 38. 4 times 8, 32. 2 carry 3. 4 times 4, 16 plus 3, 19. 4, 0, 9 plus 3 is 12, plus 1 is 13, and 2 digits, 23.04. Okay, so this is the area of the square and of the triangle. One of the sides of the triangle is 6.4, so let's call it A of the triangle is 6.4. We are looking for H, so the area of the triangle is 8 times H over 2, right? And this is 23.04. So 6.4 times H over 2 is 23.04, reduced by 2, 3.2. H equals to 23.04 over 3.2. We get to complicated numbers again. Who came up with those problems? Who came up with those problems? Okay, again, the same technique as before, right? Let's just expand by 100. 2304 over 320. Reduce by 4. 23 divided by 4 is 5. Remainder 3. 30 divided by 4 7. Remainder of 2. 24 divided by 4 6. 320 divided by 4 is 80. Again by 4. 5 divided by 4 is 1 with a remainder of 1. 17 divided by 4 is 4 with a remainder of 1. 16 divided by 4 is 4. over 20. Reduced by 2, 72 over 10, which is 7.2. And that is the answer. Do we have this answer? B, 7.2. How many times will the area of the parallelogram increase if we increase one of its sides 2 times and the height towards that side 3 times? Now this is pretty easy. 5 seconds and give me the answer. Okay? You just multiply. 2 times 3, 6 times. That's the answer. A trapezoid has an area of 96 square centimeters, its larger base is 25 and its height is 4.8. What is the length of the smaller base of the trapezoid? Let's calculate. So the area is 96. Its larger base, let's call it A, is 25. The height is 4.8. And we are looking for the smaller base, B, right? So this is how the trapezoid looks like. This is how it looks like. A, B, H. Yeah, okay, this is one side. So the area is A plus B over 2 times H. So it will be 96 equals to 25 plus B over 2. This is 2 here. Times 4.8. Alright. Multiply by 2 on both sides. 25 plus B equals to 96 times 2 divided by 4.8. Okay. Numbers go on the other side with opposite signs. So the 2 goes with multiplication, the 4.8 goes with division. Expand by 10. Expand by 10. 960 times 2 over 48. Now 960 is divisible by 48 and we get to 20, right? Because 2 times 48 is 96. 20 times 2 is 40. So B has to equal 40 minus 25, which is 15 centimeters. And this should be the answer. Yep, that is correct. Last problem. A parallelogram, should be written parallelogram with an O, has heights 4 and 8. Its area is 48. What is the perimeter of the parallelogram? This one is much easier to calculate. Did you find D? 36? 36 is correct. This is how my parallelogram looks like. This is A, this is B. This is the height towards A, let's call it HA. and this is the height towards B. Let's call it HB. So as you know, the area equals A times HA or B times HB, and we get to the same result. So this is 48. So if we consider each equation separately, A is not A, HA is 4 and HB is 8. So if I consider this equation here, A times 4 equals 48, A equals 48 divided by 4, which is 12. And then I consider this equation here separately. So B times 8 equals 48, B equals 48 over 8, which is 6 centimeters. And the parallelogram has opposite sides of equal length. So the perimeter is like the perimeter of the rectangle, 2 times A plus B, which is 2 times 12 plus 6, which is 2 times 18, which is 36 centimeters, and that's the answer. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope it was helpful for you. Next time we are going to talk about basic solids, and by basic solids I mean a rectangular prism and a cube. Okay, and that will conclude our list of topics for what I consider to be the curriculum for grade 5. Let me know if you have any questions. If you like this content, subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.